Over recent months in the Scottish Parliament, the committee that I'm on has been looking at a number of transport issues, and especially the transport bill. Now, it includes the suggestion of a ban on pavement parking, and I completely accept that as a real issue because people with prams, with wheelchairs or blind people often cannot get past a vehicle on the pavement, and that makes it obviously very difficult and dangerous for them. On the other hand, some of our roads are just not wide enough, and if cars park fully on the road, then the buses and the bin lorries cannot get past. So we have a balance in this, and that's something the committee is struggling with. And if people who are watching this have any views about that, I'd be very happy to hear from you as to whether it should be a total pavement ban or whether cars should be allowed to put two wheels on the pavement as they can at the moment. Now, another very controversial issue is the workplace parking levy, which has been suggested for this bill as well, and that could mean that people taking a car to work would have to pay a tax, or their employer would have to pay that tax. Now, that probably wouldn't work for hospitals where nurses have to work difficult shifts, but the question is, should it apply to the police, to GPs, to social workers and people like that? So we haven't seen the details of that yet. It's still to come forward, and again the committee will be looking at that in a lot of detail. And the third issue I wanted to mention, which is a separate transport issue, is concerning 20 miles per hour. And that is a bill that's proposing, instead of 30 being the norm in our towns and villages and cities, that 20 should be the norm. And the big argument for that is that if a child or an older person is hit by a car at 20 miles per hour, it will do a lot less damage than if they were hit at 30 miles per hour. Obviously not everyone sticks to the speed limit, but even reducing it by the 10 would make potentially a big difference. However, some people feel it should be left to the councils, and each council should make up its own mind. Edinburgh's already got 80% of its roads 20 miles per hour, so Glasgow and others could follow, but there is a cost to that. So if you've got views on any of these issues, I'd be more than happy to hear from you.